Hello, may I wish you all a happy Vesak Day. In Korea and North Asian countries, we celebrate Buddha's birthday, which falls exactly 1 week earlier. So Vesak is mainly celebrated by Buddhists in South Asian countries, and it commemorates the birth, enlightenment, and death of the Buddha, all in one day. So the Buddha lived 2,500 years ago, and the natural world played a big role in his life. His mother, Queen Maya, gave birth to him by holding onto a branch of the sal tree for support. After Prince Gautama grew up and left his family and the palace, he practiced in the forests of India surrounded by nature. When he attained enlightenment, he was sitting under the Bodhi tree, sheltering under its branches and leaves. As he traveled throughout India, he taught and meditated in the forest. This is how the forest tradition began during the time of the Buddha. Many of the Buddha's disciples also lived in forests because they provide excellent arenas for spiritual training. The simplicity and natural beauty provide a suitable place for peaceful abiding and mindfulness meditation. By living in the forests, the monks set a positive example for future generations. Now, at the end of his life, the Buddha died in Kushinaga, lying on a bed under 2 trees. So nature and the forests were clearly very important to the Buddha's life and practice. The forest was a temple to him and his disciples, the original Buddha temple. In Buddhism, we have a deep regard for all living beings. This means living in harmony with our environment and keeping it healthy for all generations. So we must behave as one with nature and not destroy it for our material desires. Practicing kindness is the key to happiness. If we are kind to others, including all creatures, and our living environment, we can become happier in our lives. The earth, air, water, forests, and the sun all give us their resources for free. They did not say to us, you have to pay us for what you take. These precious gifts allow us to live and thrive on this planet. We seem to have taken them all for granted and not cared very well for them. We have advanced immensely in material terms, but have we made the same amount of progress in human and spiritual matters? Sadly, it does not seem to be so. If the Buddha was alive today, what would he or she do? It's not really that strange to think like that, as the word Buddha means one who has awakened to the truth. I think that he or she would still teach about cause and effect, Four Noble Truths, the Eightfold Path, kindness, compassion, but related to our 21st century. I believe that the Buddha would be extremely concerned about our climate and environmental crisis and ask us to work together to solve our problems. The climate and environmental crisis are the biggest challenges for our humanity, far greater than any war or COVID pandemic. Wars will end. So will pandemics. But the climate crisis and the environmental destruction are problems which will get worse because they are fundamentally caused by our greed, desires, and ignorance of the fact that we are destroying our own home. Some people think that we can go to the moon or Mars to live if we can't live on Earth. That is kind of magical thinking. Lord Martin Rees, a very highly acclaimed astronomer royal of the United Kingdom, was asked, "Do you agree that we may have to terraform Mars, as Stephen Hawking, the famous scientist, suggests, in order to escape climate change here on Earth?" "Oh no," he replied firmly. "Stephen and I are old friends, but fixing climate change is a dawdle in the park compared to terraforming Mars. Fixing climate change is much easier than trying to go to Mars. This blue planet is our only home. It is a magnificent and beautiful home, and if we act now, we can preserve it and continue to enjoy living in it. But if we do not act quickly, life will get very difficult for us. Only when we understand that our Earth is like a mother, Mother Earth, will we really take care of her. We need to understand this interdependence. Healthy Earth means healthy animals, healthy plants, healthy forests, healthy water, and healthy people. Our Mother Earth is already warning us. You, my children, are behaving very badly. There are limits to your behavior, and your actions will have serious consequences. Many of us think that nature needs us, but the truth is we need nature. We need nature for us to survive. Trees and forests are 300 million years old. We humans have been on this planet for about 300,000 years. Nature knows how to survive and excel for millions of years on their own without our help. We humans come from nature. We can live without religion, but not without nature. Because of this, the Dalai Lama says that environmental ethics are more important than religion. If we keep destroying nature, as we are doing now, we will not survive. Therefore, we must live harmoniously with and preserve our natural world. We need to realize our dependence with all of nature and embrace our oneness of humanity. We cannot think anymore only of me or my community, my country, or my continent. We need a sense of global responsibility. Be less self-centered, more caring, and altruistic towards others. We make offerings of prayers, chanting, flowers, and lotus lanterns on Vesak Day. However, the best offering that we can make to the Buddha today is to embrace our common humanity, behave altruistically towards all, protect our environment, our forests, our oceans, our climate, and keep it safe and healthy for everyone. Thank you, and have a blessed Vesak Day.